And this is you in my museum in Southampton. This is your work
No.
presented. Yes, you never come to the foundation to see.
But you never invited me.
Oh.
Oh,
I invite you now.
thank you.
You invited me to your studio.
Yes.
You weren't quite honest. You said it's a bit outside of the center of Paris.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Quite
that was
far.
quite British. It's a bit more than a bit far. And we went and it made me a really great lunch. And the studio had a great environment. And that's when I first got really excited about your works. Because seeing them all there, incredibly
And I
beautiful.
think that moment you gave me a hat, your hat. So my Instagram is, my photo is always with your hat.
I only give that to ladies that I really adore.
Thank you so much. And after that, I saw one of your bronze work in Paris, and that remind me a very, very, very antique sense and modern at the same time.
It's like my work in architecture. I try very, very hard to be timeless. It took me a very long time to find my own voice.
Yes.
You know, as an artist, when you're young, you're always sort of in the shadow, copying somebody, this or that. And when I found my own voice and I did these things, it was a very exciting moment because I made something unique that hadn't come before, but that wasn't derivative of anything. And I'm so proud to say the people who collect them, there are people who have collections of 18th century French furniture and they fit in perfectly. And then you have artists like Rashi Johnson in totally modern lofts who have them there.
Oh.
So this kind of timeless placelessness,
Yes.
I also associate with your work. I think yours is very original. It is derivative of no one. How was the process? Because for me, it was long in coming to find my own voice. When did you really feel for the first time, this is my own voice, you know, to do works that are original? It's not easy. It's really not easy.
I think I'm always looking for my own voice. And first I think, this is my very things, but it's not sufficient always. I seeking all the time. I looking for maybe for my life.
But you got a couple of things, cats, oak trees, this is very you. And I think great art is a portrait of the person who creates it.
Because it's about nature I am seeking. My master is at nature itself, because it seems there is a perfect beauty in each trees, and you observe the nature, help me to have inspiration.
I took the bark from tree trunks. My original thing, this is 30 years ago, my first box, and the trees fell down in a big hurricane in my garden. It was very, very, very sad. It was like a funeral. There was 17 trees down, and I wanted to save the bark of the ones who had died. So I cut pieces and I cast them in bronze. That is the origin of my first boxes.
There is a ceremony in Japan for the broken objects. Once a year, we collect the broken things and we thank them because they are broken for us.
What is it called? The Japanese make the most beautiful repairs when they put...
Kintsugi.
Yeah, with the gold line.
Yes, because...
So beautiful.
Beautiful sense, no?
Beautiful sense.
Because something is broken and repair it through kintsugi, that will be more beautiful than before.
Yes.
First I began ceramic.
Yeah.
Ceramic is very fragile. Of course, lots of fragile things some poetical beauty, no? Because like cherry flowers blossom
Later.
a very short moment. The reason why that it's short moment, we always something we feel the attachment. In that case, I think something fragile is a beauty, but something doesn't broken also
Is good.
is also that I'm interested in. The reason why that I wanted to do in different way, the bronze is quite new things,
Right.
the latest things. And fragility, beauty is very poetic at the same time.
True. I can't think of anything I do that's fragile.
But there is some attachment, no? Something fragile.
Maybe my gardening. Maybe my garden, because the gardens change
Yes.
every hour. You come out an hour later and
Yes.
it's different, or you come out the next morning, it's different,
Yes. Is
and it's frustrating too, because you go, it's so beautiful the way it is, and then you come out the next day and two of
the color change.
are dead,
Yes.
and then you saw the cat ate one of them, and you know, and this. So I guess my relation to fragility is
But since when you're interested in garden?
always,
Always.
yeah, even as a kid, always. It's my biggest hobby now, gardening on Saturdays. I always go out to my garden. I garden all day, and then I come back. Just,
I love drawing flowers.
yeah, I can see from your paintings, not just drawing, but painting.
I wanted to paint on palette.
I didn't realize that one. It's good that you're telling me.
Yes. And that one is really moment of fantasy, the imagination, fantasy, because it's Daphne who becomes tree, is also,
In order to escape the grasp of a man,
yes. But if one can be tree,
not bad,
not bad.
but it's a great idea. And I like the paintings on,
Oh, yes?
on terracotta, yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll see a sculpture at my house of Daphne being chased by Apollo that you might like.
Yes.
We should put them together.